in the deep dark blue. I'm in the deep dark blue. Dark blue.
Welcome, race fans, to the Monster Mile. We're at Dover Motor Speedway. Miles Monster did not feast well during our last outing at this racetrack, and a hungry Miles is a recipe for chaos. Who will escape the clutches and defeat the Monster today? Well, Joey Logano's defeated the Monster before. He won here at this racetrack during the playoffs last season. It was his second win then. He's still looking for his first win this season. Let's see if the 22 for Team Penske can get it done today. Our next driver to watch out for is Tony Stewart. He won here last season. That was during the regular season. He also had 2 wins last season. Hasn't started this season very well. No top 10 so far, but he starts 12th today. Promising start, maybe a good result for Tony Stewart. And finally, we'll look at Kasey Kahne in the 5. He led a few laps in both Dover races last season. 6th place average finish, top 10 in both races. Can he improve his stats with a win? Let's see if Kasey Kahne can make it 2 on the season. Starting lineup here at Dover, Denny Hamlin has won the pole. The Rocket Man Ryan Newman on his outside. Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards share row 2. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Larson row 3. Clint Boyer and Joey Logano row 4. And then Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott finish the top 10. Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, row 6. Kasey Kahne and Kurt Busch in row 7. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, row 8. Jamie McMurray, Austin Dillon, row 9. Rookie Ryan Blaney next to Paul Menard in row number 10. Row 11 starts us off with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Matt Kenseth on his outside. AJ Allmendinger, David Reagan, row 12. Eric Almirola, Matt DiBenedetto, row 13. Behind them, it's Trevor Bayne and Casey Mears. And then row 15, Brian Scott and Danica Patrick. Row 16, Regan Smith, Landon Castle, Chris Buescher, Greg Biffle, row 17, and Michael McDowell, Ty Dillon, row 18, and Justin Allgaier and Jeffrey Earnhardt, row 19. Before we get the race underway, the YCS officials did offer up a statement regarding the controversial call at Darlington. They said the call to penalize the 19, Carl Edwards, was rushed without taking into consideration the stack-up. More time will be taken to properly call penalties in the future. And this is good. That means they acknowledge that the call was the wrong call. Otherwise, it kind of puts the legitimacy of this series into question. And we need the right calls made. So, unfortunate for Edwards. He loses out on a lot of points as he's battling for the regular season championship. But at least we know the officials will be making the right calls in the future. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to racing. Denny Hamlin takes us to the green flag, and we're underway at the Monster Mile. The front row starters will keep side by side off of turn 2. Edwards clears Brad Keselowski. He slips back a little bit from his starting spot. But through 3 and 4, Hamlin just a nose in front of Ryan Newman to lead lap 1. Still side by side for these front 2. Newman trying that outside lane, trying to get the run off. They look pretty even down the back straightaway. As they enter turn 3, who can get the advantage here? Newman a little bit, but Hamlin rolls back to him on that bottom line. Look at this. They can't get away from each other. 2 laps complete, and they're still next to each other. Ryan Newman on that outside. Look at Denny Hamlin, so loose off of turn 2, but he's still keeping up with Ryan Newman. Wow. I can't believe how loose he was, and yet he's still battling for this lead. Ryan Newman trying to get a better advantage. Look how Hamlin closes on the entry to the corner. And Ryan Newman off the top side. He's got the better run down the back straightaway. And he's got Carl Edwards pushing him. Carl Edwards, does he look 3 wide here? No, it's Newman finally with a good exit, and he clears Denny Hamlin. We finally have a winner to this battle, and it's Ryan Newman. Now the Joe Gibbs teammates will go at it for second. No, we got one in the wall hard. It's Paul Menard, and a big stack up behind him. Caution's out on lap 5. 9 cars involved, and they're going to throw the red flag as the track gets clogged up. Man, let's see what happened to Paul Menard. It looks like he gets Ricky Stenhouse into the wall. And then everyone else kind of stacked up behind him. I think DiBenedetto gets loose. He was aggressively trying to avoid the 27 who hit that wall. That was a pretty big hit. But the 83 goes spinning. And then everyone else gets collected. They're going to have to take some time to clean this. So we'll really slow it down here. But not really sure what Stenhouse is thinking here. Maybe he's trying to get to the inside. But he's just not clear of the 27. And there you see the 83 gets loose. Then 47 of Allmendinger's into him. Almirola's around. Danica Patrick into Casey Mears. Mears up on top of the 10 car. And then Brian Scott and Regan Smith also spin into this pile up here on the front straightaway. We'll take one more look at it at normal speed as they finish cleaning up these 9 cars. Yeah, it's just the 17 hooks the 27 into that outside wall. Just a big hit for Paul Menard. And then nowhere to go for the 8 other drivers involved in this one. Alright, the track workers are finally done cleaning up, which means it's time for a restart. And it was Ryan Newman who had taken the lead from Denny Hamlin. We're back green, the 31, this time on the inside line. And he's got the 19 of Carl Edwards on his outside, almost clear off of turn 2. I wonder if this battle's going to be just as long as that other one against Denny Hamlin, because now Edwards has that line. Ryan Newman was running on the outside. Newman's going to lead this lap over a nose again, but this time it's Carl Edwards battling Ryan Newman. He's clear there, and now Carl Edwards, is he going to cross him over? Here comes the 19 to the inside, this time down the back straightaway. So now Ryan Newman back to that line he was battling Denny Hamlin on. Can he make it work like he did against Hamlin? 3 to go between these two. Edwards the better entry, but Ryan Newman on the outside. Better exit. Edwards so close to contact there as they head down the back. Here comes the 19 again on the inside. He's almost clear the 31, but here he comes, Ryan Newman, back on that outside lane. 2 to go, and I have a feeling this one's going to come down to the wire. Carl Edwards still, he's so close to clearing Ryan Newman, but Newman down the back straightaway with the momentum on the outside. Look at that. It's so close for Edwards, but he's giving Newman the room. Here they come to the white flag. 1 to go here at Dover. Carl Edwards on that inside line finally clears Newman, but here he comes with the crossover. Ryan Newman back to the inside. Through the final corners. Who's going to be? Newman with the advantage. Here comes Edwards with the momentum. To the line. What a finish between these two. I think it was Carl Edwards, but we're going to have to look at it again. What a finish. This is where Carl Edwards cleared Ryan Newman, but Newman back to the inside with the crossover. And what a clean, hard-fought finish between these two. So respectful. Look at all the room they give each other. And here it is to the line. It was Carl Edwards by an inch over Ryan Newman. What a finish at Dover. Carl Edwards is going to burn it down for the fans. What a race and what a finish by Carl Edwards and Ryan Newman. They're your top 2. Kyle Larson gets the podium spot. Clint Boyer and Dale Jr. both get top 5s. Hamlin fell back to 6th place there. He was up front battling against Ryan Newman early in the race. Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., and Jimmy Johnson finish off the rest of the top 10. Here's the top 20. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets away with causing the big one and taking a top 20, so a day for the 17. Kevin Harvick, not much noise from him. He ends up 18th. And how about this, to give me something to talk about back here. Chris Buescher's in green because he is our big mover of the race. He started 33rd, and he's up 12 spots to that 21st place finish. And that is thanks to 9 drivers getting knocked out. But still, up 12 spots, nothing to complain about there. Rookie Chris Buescher gets 21st. And then, of course, here's all the Ricky Stenhouse victims of today's race. So that's it from Dover, and what a thriller it was. Carl Edwards becomes the 3rd Joe Gibbs driver to lock into the playoffs. So we have 3 Joe Gibbs and 3 Hendrick Motorsports drivers all in, and 8 different winners in 8 races. There's Denny Hamlin, the 4th Joe Gibbs car, plus 63 over the cut line. So Joe Gibbs is doing really well to start season 2. But we move on from Dover. Next up on the schedule is Charlotte Motor Speedway. That'll be our 20-lapper. And then after that, we go to Pocono, Sonoma, and then back to Daytona. So So thank you all for stopping by here at the Monster Mile, and I will see you at Charlotte Motor Speedway.